Remember Pragati Maidan? Yes, it has been the venue of so many auto shows and non-auto shows. Yes, I remember personally covering many of the shows here. It was a grand place with teeming millions, hundreds of thousands of people coming to witness or be part of this show. But it had its disadvantages too. The entire area was not really equipped to handle a huge crowd. And I personally, as a journalist, remember calling for an absolute revamp of Pragati Maidan. Perhaps I was among the very few journalists in the country who said, let's get rid of the old Pragati Maidan and let's have a new Pragati Maidan. The old Pragati Maidan did have its grand structure, but it was not ready for the modern times. This new Pragati Maidan is building up to be an absolutely modern place. Not only would there be a massive space for shows like the Auto Expo and other shows, but it will also have an inbuilt hotel and parking lot. This is going to be perhaps in the coming years the venue for the Auto Expo, the motor show, as well as the Auto Expo, the component show. As far as I know, in 2024, the ACMA Auto Mechanica show will be held at the Pragati Maidan. Let's look around and see what's the latest, how much more work has to be done. Yes, work is being done here on a war footing. And I can see for myself, there is a lot of incomplete work. Within a year, perhaps, by 2022 end, this entire place will be ready for all auto shows and non-auto shows. I'm excited as a Delhiite, and I'm sure every Delhiite would be excited to be part of shows being held at the Pragati Maidan. Stay tuned. This is the Motown India show, and my name is P Tharyan. The Auto Expo was held at Pragati Maidan for the last time in 2012. In fact, the show used to see participation from not only passenger vehicle manufacturers but also from commercial vehicle makers and component manufacturers. It was primarily organized by the Confederation of Indian Industry, or CII, along with the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, or SIAM, and the Automotive Component Manufacturers Association, or ACMA. Despite the fact that Pragati Maidan was spread over several acres of land and different halls, it lacked a modern touch. It was just not built to host a posh show like an auto exposition. Several critical amenities were lacking at that place. All that changed in 2014 with SIAM taking over the show while CII and ACMA became the co-organizers. The venue of the show was shifted to Greater Noida on the outskirts of New Delhi in the state of Uttar Pradesh. The show split and it was christened Auto Expo, the motor show, which was held at Greater Noida, while Auto Expo, the components show, continued to be held in Pragati Maidan. The only drawback to the Greater Noida venue is the time taken for Delhiites to reach the venue. For someone staying in Gurgaon or someone residing in Dwarka or West Delhi, reaching the venue takes more than 3 to 4 hours depending on the traffic. But that's not the case with Pragati Maidan. It's so central that it's almost equidistant from every place in Delhi and even areas around Delhi. Pragati Maidan, which started with its makeover in 2018, got delayed because of the pandemic and several other reasons. But according to officials, work at Pragati Maidan will be over by September 2022, a full 2 years past the initial deadline. One final hall will be completed by November 2022. It is expected that the first major annual trade fair will be held at this venue in November this year. The revamped exhibition cum convention center is likely to be the venue for the G20 summit in 2023. A 5-star hotel too was to come up in the Pragati Maidan area. But because the hospitality industry has been hit badly post the pandemic, the India Trade Promotion Organization, which controls the Pragati Maidan, will invite bids later for this 5-star hotel. With large air-conditioned halls, underground parking for thousands of cars, and not to forget its brilliant connectivity, whether it is the metro rail, buses, taxis or any other form of transport, there is no venue in and around New Delhi that can beat Pragati Maidan when it comes to hosting a large trade show. The 2023 Auto Expo could now well be shifted back to Pragati Maidan for all the benefits this venue has to offer.